know your opponent, potentially even see your opponent a little bit before. We are heading into that game though, and I've been trying to watch it down in the bottom corner here. Very interesting play. Another one of these Alolan Persians from Nils.
Yeah, and it looks like we just saw the Snorlax setting up a belly drum on this turn against the Celesteela and the Garchomp here. So that Snorlax has maxed out its attack, but is pretty low, the berry having already been used. So Snorlax is maxed out attack, but in striking position for either the Celesteela or the Garchomp, probably.
Yeah, any damage will probably get it, unless it can work in another recycle. The Persian has also, I had a little peep down in the corner, activated one of those pinch berries, the Wiki Berry, in this case, so Persian doesn't have access to that. Taking a little bit of damage, but sticking around, showing exactly why this Fur Coat ability is so important as you play these games.
Persian and Snorlax staring down the Garchomp Celesteela. Garchomp is afraid, shaken in its Landshark boots. Switch it out for Hariyama. So Rene going to get the fake out pressure out, and also protecting that Garchomp, wants to save it for later. Hariyama happy to eat this foul play. Not very effective damage against the fighting type here as Celesteela goes for the Heavy Slam onto Snorlax, and Snorlax gets knocked out by that Heavy Slam.
That's a lot of damage put down on Snorlax. And removing one of the most offensive threats, really important.
Whoa!
A Beast Boost on Celesteela
That's an attack boost.
Not many people look for that, but clearly a more offensive Celesteela coming out from Rene here. We're curious to see if that's just a kind of natural way it's been trained.
All right, well, the Celesteela trying to show off a little bit, not just a wall, wants to do some damage as well.
Yeah, that's really important to make sure you can deal damage over and over again. Because while you're taking hits so comfortably because of the Celesteela, then it's really easy to just deal some damage back. You can also set up with Leech Seed. But a very interesting pairing on the field from Nils here. Mimikyu is in play, but it doesn't have the usual Snorlax to try and help out.
Well, we just saw what Snorlax was doing.
Exactly. Snorlax got knocked out before Mimikyu got into play. This Hariyama as well, just taking the field, did take a little bit of damage from the foul play, but it does mean it has the option to fake out, which could be interesting going towards that Persian, while Celesteela could start working on that Mimikyu.
Yeah, but a lot of offensive pressure coming out here from Rene. Nils having just the supportive Pokemon really. Has to switch out for Arcanine. Looks like there's not that much damage available on Nils' side with Snorlax going down. Going to try and even that out with the Intimidate from Arcanine, dropping Celesteela's Beast Boost and Hariyama. But Hariyama is just going to switch out for Garchomp now. Garchomp, we saw earlier, at that low health. May just want to get a free switch in here or reset the attack. But,
not so free with the play rough coming in.
Yeah, Nils Mimikyu plays rough here. Actually takes some damage without the disguise being popped thanks to the rough skin though. So achievement unlocked there. Celesteela goes for the Heavy Slam right here onto Mimikyu, will get rid of the disguise here, and open up Mimikyu to super effective damage from that Heavy Slam.
Yeah, super effective damage going in the next turn. Obviously limited a little bit there by not getting to benefit from its Beast Boost, but I really enjoy making sure Mimikyu gets knocked out there. And I think Rene, looking at this game, doesn't feel the need to use Garchomp. He knows that there's not much damage, knows one of them is Mimikyu, and probably feels pretty good about it. His Tapu Fini coming back in after already taking some damage. Pretty good position for it, I'd say. That can deal with the Arcanine, while Celesteela can deal with Mimikyu.
Yeah, has to feel good about having that Tapu Fini in the back, as well as the Hariyama if Rene needs to bring in more fake-out pressure at some point during this game. Tapu Fini setting up the Misty Terrain here. Really nice to make sure that, if one of Rene's Pokemon starts getting rolling, if that Arcanine carries like a Will-O-Wisp, not having to worry about burn or anything.
Well, of course, Celesteela could still be burned. It doesn't actually touch the ground
Correct.
thanks to its flying type. But I don't think that's the big concern. I think stopping the Tapu Fini more important because there's just a lot more damage coming out from Rene's side. And as you pointed out, Arcanine, not known for its huge damage, or at least not a varied amount of damage in particular. With the Mimikyu, only using Shadow Sneak, with something like that Persian, not the most damaging Pokemon.
Scald the choice from Tapu Fini here. No Muddy Water, just trying for the single target water damage onto Arcanine. Gets Nils down to his berry. Arcanine will heal up again here, but the Flare Blitz finally connecting will deal big damage to that Celesteela. Not that bulky as we saw from the Beast Boost. That's That's so much damage on a Celesteela.
Big damage. So big it knocked it out. That's really, really important, actually.
Arcanine's bark is way worse, or bite is way worse than its bark.
I think both of them are pretty awful at the moment.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot more Arcanine going for the bark rather than the bite, I think. Yeah, a bit of a mixed bag there. But Mimikyu not getting knocked out is really, really helpful here, because Play Rough is going to be a nice answer to this Hariyama. And Hariyama's not even able to fake out the Mimikyu.
Yeah.
Not able to stop it because of that fantastic ghost typing. So all it can do is try and shut down Arcanine, and that may open the door for Mimikyu to get the ball rolling a little bit. Something that we haven't seen yet is anything to do with its stat boosts. Some of them carry Swords Dance, some of them carry Psych Up, you know, and you have to wonder which one he's going to be going for.
Absolutely. And I apologize to that Arcanine for saying that it didn't have the damage. It clearly did. Huge damage coming out from that Arcanine onto Celesteela, leaving that Mimikyu in a very good spot as it tanks this Moonblast. Will drop its special attack, but I don't think Mimikyu is too worried about that at all.
Well, this Mimikyu is certainly not worried about it, because it's sticking around on the field to use the Twinkle Tackle. Varium Z, one of those moves that Mimikyu don't usually take. Usually it's the Ghostium Z, but in this case, Twinkle Tackle coming out would be a very, very nice answer to the Tapu Fini in this case. While he was probably expecting Hariyama to spend time using Fake Out, Tapu Fini is promptly removed from play. So we said there wasn't much damage on Nils' side. Looks like we were pretty much wrong.
Yeah, Nils got the damage.
He does, but bringing in Persian here into a close combat, not the best time for it.
Yeah, but with just that Hariyama out here, that Mimikyu, Hariyama not known for carrying any mini attacks that can really damage a Ghost Fairy type Mimikyu.
Not at all, and to see the way that the Arcanine's coming back in to intimidate it as well, really what it needs. It couldn't even try to knock off to get at least neutral damage down, because he's already seen the Z Crystal. So the Mimikyu being offensive from Nils, something we've not seen so much in the metagame, and it looks like something that he may have been able to propel himself to 3-0 off the back of.
Yeah, that extreme speed dealing a lot of damage, and the Play Rough connecting means Nils Dunlop is going to take this game as well and advance 4-0 to round 4.
Yeah, very comfortable. We obviously dove in a little bit late in game 2, didn't see the complete ins and outs of it, but he just looked so comfortable. And while his team looked like a lower offensive pressure team, Nils clearly building it and training it with that